Go to any coffee shop in Canada, sit down, and listen to the table next to you. Within 5 minutes, they'll be deep into mortgage rates, price per square foot, and which suburb is having a moment. It is the inescapable background noise of every major city. The house evolved into the ultimate proof of adult stability and financial success. It became a requirement for being considered a real adult. Society demands participation in this specific milestone, even as the barrier to entry skyrockets and detaches entirely from what people actually earn. Treating a 25-year debt instrument as a personality trait blinds us to the financial damage this system causes. We stop looking at the housing market as a utility and start seeing it as an identity. In 1981, the baseline reality was straightforward. The average Canadian home cost roughly 3 times the average household income. You saved a down payment, you bought your house, and you lived your life. This graph maps the trajectory since that era. Between 1981 and 2024, inflation-adjusted home prices exploded by 163.5%. Wages, however, grew by a mere 20% over that period. The asset grew 8 times faster than the income needed to pay for it. Grounding those percentages in modern geography makes the picture even starker. To buy an average home in Toronto today, a household needs an annual income of $226,000. Across the country, the National Affordability Measure, the percentage of pre-tax income eaten up by carrying a home, currently sits at 52.4%. This math severs the basic social contract. Highly educated, dual-income professionals are now mathematically locked out of the cities where they work. To understand how the math got this bad, we have to look at how we treat the asset itself. Canada treated the home as an investment portfolio and primary retirement plan. Wrapping a citizen's entire net worth into a single, illiquid asset causes owners to irrationally support continuous price inflation. They need the value to go up, regardless of the cost to the rest of society. This creates a dark, unspoken conflict of interest. Aging owners require sky-high valuations for retirement survival, while young adults require a market collapse to have any hope for a future. We have built an economic foundation where the financial success of one demographic relies entirely on the stagnation of another. Because of that divide, a shadow mortgage system has taken over. Nearly a third of all first-time homebuyers now rely on parental cash injections to enter the market. This chart tracks those parental gifts. In 2019, the average was $66,000. By 2024, it hit $115,000, an impossible hurdle for families without equity. For Team A, the advantage is massive. Millennials with property-owning parents are twice as likely to secure a home. Then there is Team B. Newcomers and historically marginalized groups are forced to start at absolute zero in an unforgiving market that offers them no foothold. The scale of this divide is widening. Between 2023 and 2026, roughly $1 trillion in assets, mostly home equity, is moving from boomers down to their children. A closed-loop birth lottery now dictates homeownership, overriding the traditional link between individual labor and merit. The personal consequences of this system are severe. We see it in extreme food budgeting and delayed family planning, as young couples struggle with crippling debt-to-income ratios. The official government solution is a massive increase in supply. The Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation says we need to build up to 480,000 homes annually by 2035. But even if we hit that target, it only restores market affordability to 2019 levels. It doesn't fix the core structural problem. In the current market, condo projects are stalled and developers are pausing. Everyone is waiting for a price correction before they commit to building or buying. Relying purely on new supply fails because existing rules protect the wealth of current owners over the access of new ones. Getting out of this trap requires changing how we live and how we build. For many, that starts with treating multi-generational living as a permanent, calculated financial strategy. It also means challenging the systemic enablers. We have to address restrictive zoning laws that prioritize neighborhood aesthetics over housing access and density. We need a psychological divorce of personal identity from the act of signing a mortgage. Buying a home should not be the marker of adult success. Recognizing the speculative nature of the current system is the first step toward dismantling it. True national stability requires returning the home to its core purpose: shelter.